Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Transformers. Happy birthday
to you. Okay.
and
That's right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fun, fucktastic episode of the Groundbridge. I am optimus0420sl, and I am here from left tonight with a very short panel due to people being sick or probably having lives. Anyhow, starting off, Rampage.
Yeah, that's right. I have no life. Anyways, Team Fanpage 11, also known as Call of Doom, also known as the Canadian Reviewer, also known as Brian. Some of those channels wouldn't have existed if it weren't for Transformers, and some of those names wouldn't have existed either. Not the Brian part.
We did get Jackal. Holy crap, miracles do happen. Alright. But we can come back to him for a second. Alright, Avenging, introduce yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Groundbridge, the only show you can see a tragedy.
I just make it right in time, son of a bitch.
Well, you know what? If you actually see him going into the crapper, it's more like a train wreck. But
A little bit.
You know what? I just realized that's the best impersonation. Just Avenging is doing a great impersonation of Bionicle Combiner right now. BC Direct.
Yes, he is.
The only part
the best. I'm pissed off at the world and depressed, and nobody look at me impression.
No, I think we need to get him some golf makeup for Halloween.
All right, Jackal, announce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm the Jackal. Hang on, I'm getting my camera on if it wants to work. How you doing?
I guess we're doing okay. If they actually answered us, we'd have fucking waffles by now.
I know, right?
All right, and Zach, go for it.
Super Z-Man A5. I'm having my camera on. They're forcing me to show my face.
Well, we figured 30 years of Transformers, they can suffer an hour of you. Okay.
Hey, an hour of me is not as bad as Revenge of the Fallen.
No, just no.
Actually, I might have to flip a coin on that. But anyway. All right.
We'll have to see Devastator's testicles instead.
All right. Well, while Brian's getting his testicles wrapped up in barbed wire, okay.
Ow, 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 ow. Works worse than I thought it would.
Oh, wait till you try and pull it off. Okay. But anyway, today is an actual very special day in our fandom, because even though the figures were released prior and the comics came out about a month prior, today is a very special day because 30 years ago today, the television show that promoted it all came out and released it in Generation 1.
It was called My Little Pony.
And, as Brian's trying to dream of Pinkie Pie and what he's going to do with Somerset Blue or Rainbow Dash.
Sorry, it was Strawberry Shortcake.
Okay. The rest of us, who weren't itches at the time, okay, we're actually gearing up to watch Transformers. And it was a very remarkable experience, considering that we had Voltron at the time, and we had a couple other shows like GoBots at the time, but Transformers really seemed to take the cake and set off and just run. And up until the 86 movie, it was still running kind of nicely until they kind of did season 3 that made you go, But, without the show, you pretty much were stuck in a loop because the comics being the only way to tell the story of the toys was working for some, but wasn't really giving it that mass hit that Hasbro was looking for. So, the fact that they released the TV show, and the TV show was literally pouring these toys out to kids, that's what started the fandom, in my opinion, and brought it on a more world scale, if I might add. But we'll get into that a little more, because right now it's time to reveal your tits, gentlemen. Okay, fan page.
Here we go again.
Jack, I don't have much. I don't know where you're going like that, but okay, I will pretend that it makes sense, and I'm German.
Oh,
Anyways, so I went to the thrift store and bought a bunch of Hot Wheels. Yeah, I lied. There is a lot. I got this poison apple or poison arrow. I don't give a fuck. Who are you? I got 2 of the same cars from McDonald's because I have their original cars as well, and I just thought that it'd be nice because I also got doubles of the original. Anyways, I also got this one, which is in Plasticon colors,
Nice.
aka G2. Slingshot.
Nice.
Where's the other one? Okay, here's the other slingshot.
Uh-huh.
Side draft and green,
Mm-hmm.
and a what for 2.
Nice.
So I got all of those. Plus, I also found something very surprising at the thrift store. Jesus Christ, was it surprising. Like, as soon as I saw it in the price tag, I thought, yeah, I must buy it. And no, I'm not talking about Nightmare Unicron over here. I am talking about this.
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah, that little bastard that caused an internet search for half the night. Yep.
It's odd because Scott didn't even clue into what it was exactly. He didn't even know.
I have those figures. I just don't. I don't know the names of them. You know, it's Gundam. You know, so.
Yeah, $2. I haven't found it on eBay. I probably should and see how much it goes for.
But mind you, Scott, you want to find it. So, yay.
But okay, there. Would you do me? I do me. I do me so hard.
Okay. Super deformed wire blue impression. We're just celebrating the 30th in style. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then there's Transformers.
Any Transformers and all that or no?
No, surprisingly enough, ironically. Happy 30th anniversary of Transformers, ladies and gentlemen, where I find none of it.
Okay, and Jackal, it is your turn. What'd you get this week? Anything new?
not really. Besides the stuff I got last week, the Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and the Grapnel. But besides that, I do want to say quick, rest in peace, Blaster. We'll miss you, if you know what I mean.
Yes, we do. The voice actor for Blaster passed away.
I thought, like, I'll be honest, when I heard about that, I was like, I was kind of upset. And then when I saw that it was the voice of Blaster, I was like, today? Like, out of any day? That was announced? Like, I'm not making that as a joke, but I'm just like, it's the 30th anniversary of Transformers. By the way, the voice of Blaster died.
Well, if anything, it just tells you really, for starters, how old the actual line is and how old everything else is before it. Because you got to remember, these voice actors were in their like 30s when they started.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that they're getting up 30s, 40s when they were doing this show. So the fact that they're up in age now, you know, it only tells you just how long they've been doing this and how long the show has been around for.
Yeah, I mean, the voice of Cliff Jumper recently passed away, too.
Yeah, and all these things coming into play. We're losing a lot of voice actors that were our childhood heroes. Like a lot of us are surprised that Peter Cullen and Frank Welker are still around. They're up there in age too. So the fact that we still have these blessings is something to be really thankful for. But my heart and prayers do go out to the family and everybody else for all of them. It's just amazing and really grateful and thankful for what they did.
Yeah, I mean, I just found it odd, like today that was announced out of any day.
Well, I don't think like he said, okay, you know what, today's the day I'm gonna,
Yeah, I just felt like it.
Get out and shout. No, I don't think it worked like that. But it's sad in that aspect. But at the same token, on a day like today, you can actually be grateful that he did put in all that work and gave us something very wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, Justin, new tips this week.
Justin, turn your
You're muted.
Back on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna whip out my huffer.
But yeah, my new tips for this week is pretty awesome. Masterpiece Proud.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
I just called that an ultimate.
And
And that's about it.
that's about it.
That's about it. I got trade and war starting now. We'll speak on that next week.
Basically, the biggest thing is getting that we can come until tomorrow.
So,
Yeah.
Jackal doesn't
All right, that's something we can talk about next week. Okay.
So Jackal didn't recently buy any Transformers. I didn't buy any recent Transformers. The only one that has to start off is Avenging.
Hey.
You haven't gotten me yet.
Dude,
Universe.
it's either a full moon or you're in the Twilight Zone.
I'm gonna pick Twilight.
All right, Z-Man, you're up. What'd you get this week?
Let's see, I finally found Generation Rat Trap. Of course, he appears today after Walmart decided to call the back for $14 freaking. I also grabbed the 2-pack for the purple repaint of that Beast Street toy. Has a little, yeah. I get it, but it's a little far away, and I don't feel like getting it. And as for the biggest thing I got this week, since again it's also far away, I can't get to it. I got Gal. That toy is both massive, impressive, and amazing.
Very awesome figure.
I'm gonna show you something with the Unicron deck that
And
really.
and I have even more brave to come.
There you go, Zach. I don't know if you can see that with Unicron's finger, but yeah, that goes.
Oh, okay, yeah. But anyway, so I got my first brave toy.
Get it? He's flipping you off.
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention. I'm in brave mode. You can't. I don't give a fuck. I'm in brave mode.
Hey, Zach, do you have a Unicron?
No, and I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I have a brave toy, and you don't. Shut up.
Zach, if you don't care about Unicron, there's something wrong with you.
I care about him. I just don't care that you have him.
Zach,
Guys, we got a whole cast to go through there. Let's not bitch over
all right. You know what?
Please?
I should say, I've got Double Dealer right here.
It's not a pissing competition. Because if that was the case, you all would lose.
Well, we all know. That's why we don't try to fight with you, because we know we lose. We fight with each other.
Okay? Alright, so any other new tips this week, Zach?
There's something else.
I will say a pissing contest does sound good.
Well, actually, no, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I also got Tank 4. I don't remember if I ever said that.
No, you did not bring up Tank Core. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I finally got Tank 4 and Rat Trap, which...
What?
You brought up Rat Trap already, but Tank Core, no, that's new.
Yeah, no, Tank 4 actually, I will say, yeah, he is small, but I do like it. And the accents, I like... Overall, I feel he's a good toy, and mostly I got him back when they were still $9. Because he's a great $9 toy, He's not that good of a $14 toy.
Actually, I beg to differ on the $9 toy. I liked the toy, but I was kind of disappointed for it.
I can completely understand that.
Yeah, but I unveiled him last week when I bought the second one for $9. Thank God. But
Yeah.
Even at that price, though, he's still kind of a disappointment.
For me, I feel like if I would have got him for $14, I probably would be disappointed. But it's one thing like I still like when I look at this way. Well, he's bigger than Legends. That's something.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get into my tits this week.
Don't want to see those skin blabs.
We're gonna be here forever.
You heard it here first, folks. Jackal does not like tits.
Mad kid.
Hey, you already said you don't like tits.
Now shut up. Just stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop.
We got 2 birds right here for you. There you go.
Hey,
I am number 1. Why, thank you.
big silver birds.
Anyhow, first up, we got this little guy here.
Hey, Christmas ornament.
Actually, no, it's not.
What is it?
It's just a standalone figure.
Huh.
And it's got backpack clip capability, but I didn't put that on. And it lights up the field.
Dear God, that's
Where do
blinding.
you find him at?
I found him at Toys R Us.
Huh.
I can't. I don't have strength, so I'm just gonna hold Cosmos like this.
Okay. And next up, we got. Yay!
Broken stuff.
Grimlock with Optimus Potato Head.
I'm sorry, but the face on that Grimlock just does not.
Damn it,
look
make
right.
me some French fries. Grimlock.
Grimlock looks like he's taking it in the ass by Optimus, but
Yeah. Me Grimlock, no potato, me Grimlock king. Yeah, king of fucking potatoes.
Oh, yeah, Kobe King. Mmm.
Everybody clap at the comedian.
we got
Hey,
ourselves a
Grimlock.
Silver Knight version of the first edition.
I love that
Okay.
one better than the first edition.
You know what? Even in that paint scheme, which I will admit was good, I still do not like that mold.
You know what, Zach?
Again, I happen to really like the mold, but again, it's not something that you're gonna actually. You have to actually have it. But yeah, I do like the mold a lot.
I will say the paint scheme does look a hell of a lot better.
The paint scheme's a lot better. Unfortunately, with this kind of truck style, the backpack, you're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But
Same with the original leader.
exactly. Which has just as much backpack, but it's got waist too. Yeah. So, yeah, this is not bad. I like this a lot.
It's much better than those colors.
Yeah.
Especially in truck mode.
Yeah, at least in truck mode, they painted all the windows this time.
Mm-hmm. And they're not yellow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Optimus got off of Grimlock.
It's Optimus Food.
But I was crying.
And for shits and giggles, I bought one more of these. I bought one last week. I bought one.
Oh,
Yay.
I got the ratchet, I'm good.
Yeah. No, I figured, one to hang up, one to open. I did that with all the others in that set, so I said, why not this one too?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say one thing. Try and count all the figures in here. By the end of the cast, I'll tell you exactly how many. If you get the right amount, I'll give you an internet cookie.
An internet cookie.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know what to do with an internet cookie, Brian.
Trust me, if it's cookie Brian made, you don't want it.
Well,
Yeah,
the camera is kind of blurry, so it's like counting gumballs. Okay.
It's not made by me. It's made by Chips a Hop.
Alright, well, before we get into Transformers memories, let's break it down a bit with the news, shall we, gentlemen?
I guess.
Okay.
Back my back.
Yay! I am screen sharing according to Google. Oh no! Okay. And our news source today is Transformers World 2005.
Oh, no more.
You're listening, Flash.
Yeah. And the first bit of news you want to hear about, the Hub channel is being bought back by Discovery. Hasbro is still going to have a say in some of the programming on the channel, but the Hub will be primarily owned by the Discovery Channel. So the Hub's name is going to change, and a lot of the content is going to change.
Hopefully, because I don't want to watch frickin' My Little Pony all day long.
No, you're still going to be stuck with My Little Pony. But the thing is,
Yeah,
Hasbro's still going to have a block from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and then after that, you're going to see pretty much all Discovery Channel programming, which, no offense, I think is a lot better than the old 80s shows that we all got tired of back then. But, you know.
Also, Jack, My Little Pony had variety to it, so I'm just saying that.
It is a hell of a day. Transformers turns 30, Blaster dies, and the Hub is no more.
Yeah, the next bit of news, Buster Jones, the voice actor for Blaster, had passed away.
Like I said.
You know, and he will always be remembered. Our hearts and our prayers go out to his family, and we pray for nothing but blessings and comfort during this time of grieving. Okay. For those who are going to Chicago's TFCon,
Yay!
will be there.
Ooh.
Venus Terzo, the voice of Black will be there.
You.
That is her name, Venus Terzo.
I'm getting to you.
You're getting. Okay.
Penis.
And again, today is the official at 30 of the first episode, which we discussed at the beginning of the cast.
It's when.
Yeah, and of course, this is the picture that TFW is showing. It's not the picture I showed. But
Can I put my dick in it?
no, you can't put your dick.
Fucking 20 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, it's been an awesome 30-year run, and I gotta say that it's been an amazing ride.
Yes,
Full of
it
ups
is.
and downs and what the fuck's all in between, but, you know, very amazing ride.
I'm mostly the cause of what the fuck.
Okay.
Eh.
Okay, and these are the TFC Tarzat figures.
You know, in a weird way, I'm kind of more interested in that over Nightwing.
I like that reuse of the beam mold, though. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Kind of already sick of the mode already.
Yeah, I like that, and that actually looks good painted like that.
I do like the colors, yeah.
I like the idea of putting steel in it.
Yeah.
So far, I think out of all the uses,
With the Lego dude, but yeah, it looks okay.
I think of all the uses for the mode, that one looks the best.
Oh, speaking of which, I did get some though. I got the Lego Movie.
Everything is awesome. Yay. Alright,
Everything is great. Hold on. There we go. Everything is awesome. Still not Transformers.
Next up is Masterpiece Star Saber. Here's some more pictures of it. And this just looks awesome.
It looks better every time I see it.
Yep.
I want to put it in my butt.
You can try, but I don't guarantee it'll hurt.
I'm pretty sure Brian is showing everything in his butt.
It just makes it lighter, so I can put more things.
Oh, it has what you're saying, but they didn't use my butt.
Yep. That just looks awesome.
It does. I hope I can manage to get that when it comes out.
I'm going to try to get more than one if I can.
I'll be happy just to get one.
Unfortunately, that's a figure we won't get here.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, no. I'm
And
jerking off
like
to
last week, here is Masterpiece Wheeljack.
Oh,
That one I want to get badly.
I figured we'd have seen some reviews of him by now.
Okay, I have to put my dick in this. At least.
Oh yeah, I've got to get this when it comes out.
Brian, if you're putting your dick in this, your ass going to be paying for it.
I guess I'll just use the lead Hot Wheels car I have. By the way, don't do that anymore. Don't. Seriously, it's...
And in other quick news, since Brian wants to fuck everything, this is the Lucky Draw Jetpack.
Ooh.
And he is all chrome.
No, he looks
So
really
basically, leftovers of Age of Extinction Chrome.
cool. Probably.
What can we do with all
They
this
say
chrome?
that because they've been making all figures with chrome before Age of Extinction, so.
Yeah.
What the car has, Hasbro jumped on it, so they think it's flying stupid. What the fuck is that? But anyway, yeah.
RID was definitely bigger years of, hey, we need to put metallic on everything.
It looks good though.
And this here is the new Skybike.
It's nice.
That's
I like the way it looks in bot mode.
I hate how hollow it is from the back. Those legs especially.
Well, again, I like the look of it in bot mode. The shark mode doesn't look all that hot to me.
I think I'll have to get like one of those Gundam stands and just put them in shark mode and just like have them swimming through the sky.
I'll be right back.
And you can get those Toshi
Those things don't cost that much, I don't think.
You can just pack a brief.
And for those of us on subscription service, I know this guy's on his way from me as well, but Chrome Dome's on his way home.
Oh, I wish I had that thing.
Nobody need to find that. Oh, cause I know it'll wind up on eBay. Hopefully it winds up on there for a good price.
It's Chrome Dome. You gotta go read it.
I mean, I could see
Also,
those
it's big Wheeljack mode,
definitely being reused, so.
And here is the subscription figure of Tarantulas. This, to me, looks okay, but it's a disappointment.
It is a disappointment.
You know,
That's another use of that.
personally, I think I'll get another if it's in French metal colors. If that comes in black mode,
See, the trans, for those who aren't in the know, in Beast Wars, trans metal tarantulas turn into a motorcycle / spider. When you go with complete trans metal colors on a motorcycle, it doesn't fit.
No. I do like all the purple though.
Yeah, but the colors of it and everything work, but for me, it's not really tarantulas. I don't know what to call it. It looks more like thrust to me than tarantulas.
Yeah.
actually, no, with those arms, with the arms for some reason, it looks like they think it was better.
Thrustinator, because there is also a TFCC exclusive with the mix between Thrust and Waspinator.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were.
You don't want to get that thing.
The overall aesthetic and look of this thing, it reminds me more of Thrust.
Yeah.
And of course, he comes with two little spider drones, which I think is kind of cute.
I
But
don't understand where they were coming from. Like, why did they think of that?
Did they even change the head sculpt at all?
I think so.
not much. No.
Not very much at all, no.
Like I said, it looks good. I just don't. When I get it, I'm not going to consider it Tarantula. So I'm going to consider it Test.
All I can think of, I thought there was this other Beast Wars character that fit so much better as a motorcycle.
I have chicken burger update.
Well, for starters, Groundvridge really made an awesome motorcycle.
Yeah. I don't know why. I know it sounds weird, but I feel like I can't. I get wrong. I don't know why, but I feel like the white, black, and blue look good on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it would be okay. Alright, guys, coming back to reality here. Alright. I know not everybody was existent 30 years ago, but even you guys have your own first Transformers memories, so we shall start with left to right. You know, celebrating Transformers. Brian, what is your first real Transformers memory?
Sorry, what was my what?
Your real first Transformers memory.
Oh, Jesus. Like I tell everyone that I started getting into Transformers in 2006, and the first Transformers I got was Breakdown and Recluse, and you know, I just saw them in the store. I was into Lego and Bionicle, so they remind me a lot of Bionicle and Lego because, you know, they're one thing and then you transform it like building another thing out of it. So yeah. Anyways, I was a sperm 30 years ago, maybe, but okay. So with 2006, it wasn't actually my earliest year I was into Transformers. I was actually into Transformers before then. I remember watching a couple of episodes of Armada, and I really got into that. I remember watching an episode of R.I.D., and I can totally remember Shark Bite in one of the episodes. And before that, I was into Beast Wars. I used to constantly watch Beast Wars, and it only came to mind that recently that I was actually into Beast Wars. I stopped when it went into Beast Machines, and the reason why I stopped, I think it was because they kept on replaying the episode that I've already watched, so I was like, I'm confused by this already, and they're just replaying the first episode. I don't need to watch this, so I stopped watching. But yeah, I totally remember Beast Wars. Holy shit, the intro was like like yesterday. Beast Wars. So yeah, but I wasn't really into Transformers as a whole. I was just into the show. So it was just on, and I decided to watch it. You know, that's pretty much it. So,
Okay, Jackal, we know you weren't an itch then either, but what was your first Transformers memory?
Well, it was like 2001 or actually no, I think it was a little bit before that. I went to my friend Matt's house one day, and at that time I had no clue what those like the Transformers were, and basically I saw him playing with one of them. I'm like, dude, what is that? He's like, oh, this is like I forgot what figure it was exactly, but it was Transformers. I'm like, dude, that's sweet. So I got to mess around with it. I'm like, dude, do you have any more? He's like, oh yeah, I do. So he shows me this nice big ass tub filled with Transformers. He started playing with them, like actually having a war, and he actually showed me who are the Autobots, who are the Decepticons. I'm like, dude, I'm so hooked. So basically, that Christmas I asked for my first Armada figures, which that time I think I got Red Alert and the Optimus, because I remember getting the Optimus. I was like, dude, this is gonna be so fucking fun.
So that was like your earliest nerdgasm, right?
Basically. I think my first. But, anyways, because I was watching the cartoon before I got the figures for Christmas, and I'm like, you know, I just want to see how it goes for the next few years, and after seeing all the figures on the shelves, I'm like, I'm just gonna collect all these things, and for for some stupid reason, when we moved down to Phoenix, I don't know how or why, but I just completely lost my love for Transformers. Like I said, I don't know why. Then I think after we moved back up here, the love for those things suddenly came on, because basically in Phoenix, I didn't see as much Transformers as I did up here, like over in Minnesota. But now that I'm in Wisconsin, I go to like one store. There's half the shelves filled with nothing but Transformers. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna get back into these again. And basically, if my friend Matt didn't introduce me to these things, the shelves behind me right now would not be full. I don't think they would even be here, and I would not be talking to you guys right now because I would most likely be sitting in my room, no life, playing video games, and yeah.
You probably buy more Barbie than Transformers.
No.
Well, you know, Jack is a secret brony.
Hey, that's Ron. Damn it.
Look, Pinkie Pie, we're on to you. Okay. Avenging.
That's
You're
the
live.
Yes, I'm alive. I just muted myself in case of there's echo.
Do you want me to let Zach go first, or you want to go first?
It don't matter. I'm gonna probably do like a little history with me and Transformers, but.
All right, though we'll let Zach go first, because I know me and you are the older of the group here. So,
Okay.
Zach, your first premonitions with Transformers.
Well, oddly enough, my first memory, I don't like. My first real memory is not the first figure I got. I know the first figure I got was R.I.D. Grandma, which is weird considering I got part of Combiner, and it wasn't until probably a couple of years ago that I even knew he was part of Combiner. My main memory would have to be my family was on vacation, and I still remember this day getting the R.I.D. crown. It was the one that actually had it was blue with the actual fleece, not just the Japanese lettering on it. I remember because we traveling in this camping van type thing. I can remember this day sitting in the back of that van, with the doors open, trying to figure out how the hell to transform that figure because I was too grumpy to look at the fucking instructions. I was determined I was going to get it without looking at the instructions. And I think by the end of that trip, I finally got it.
When Zach's done, I forgot I wanted to share something that I wanted to kind of. It was a good story that I forgot to tell.
It's okay.
So Zach, finish up, then
We'll come back to you. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, I still remember I spent the entirety of that trip trying to figure out how to transform R.I.D. Proud without the instructions. And that's one of those, like him, like I'm pretty sure I had all the Autobot brothers. I know I had Prowl in the proper place colors. I had the red Firebird. I think I had bronze. I'm not sure.
Shut up, Scott.
And
So basically, Zach, you had like my whole Transformers R.I.D. collection.
Yeah. And I had Grimlock, and then after that, and it was years before I actually started collecting again. Like, I still, like, show-wise, I remember taking bits and pieces of the Armada trilogy on Cartoon Network, but that's about it. I didn't really start getting back into collecting the toys until the first movie. Like, I still remember in one day I picked up Ratchet, Barricade, I thought there was another one from 2007, and that's when I really started collecting them again. And then, oddly enough, the first Transformers show I ever actually watched from beginning to end was actually animated.
Okay. All right. Awesome little story there, Zach. All right, Jack, get to your story.
Yeah, one thing I forgot. I remember one nice Transformers story that my dad always laughs at. We went to a party once and shut up. But basically at the time I was like, it was a year or two after I was diagnosed with autism, and basically when at parties I kind of bring stuff to do since you know, initiating with conversations with other people is kind of tough. But basically, I brought my Transformers in a suitcase, and so yeah, like I said, to do. And, yeah, it doesn't work for me as much as Parma Prime, you jackass. But anyways, um, one guy who was there was actually, like, an engineer technician or whatever, and he was like, oh, I could solve these, whatever, and, like, um, very fast, like, faster than this kid who brought him. And he tries to do it, he's, like, having the toughest time getting this thing done, and Dad was like, you know what, let me take this from you, and let me have my son do it. I freaking take it, do it perfectly within, like, under a minute. The guy was sitting, I'm like, huh? My dad was, like, laughing so freaking hard, because, like I just said, that guy was a technician who basically does engineering and should know all this stuff, yet he got bested by transforming a freaking child's toy faster than he did. So my dad was always laughs at that story whenever he hears about it. So, but yeah, I'm good. Justin, go ahead.
Hey, Kenneth, may I ask, do you remember what figure it was?
I know it was Armada or Fuck-you-itis, but it was either RAD or Armada. I forgot.
I'm sorry, but it amazes me how many people get pissed off that I have this.
Well,
I can actually still remember going down to toy aisles and saying Cybertron toys.
God, I love getting the Cybertron toys because basically you open those things up, you get the little catalogs that you would get. I would always love looking at those.
Well, cool with the Cybertron toys was you got the world maps with them.
Yeah.
You got.
Oh my God! I want to buy more.
And like on one side you had the world map, and on the other side you had that wave's releases. So you had your own. They brought back the checklist in a way that was actually cool, you know.
Yeah, because that Demolisher I bought earlier this year, I only got it for $10. It had everything in it. I opened it up to see if it's still in the catalog. There's just the world map on one side. I'm like, dude, this is so freaking sweet.
And one of the great things about the Cybertron line, there was no version of Armada Scavenger anywhere in the fucking line. But anyway,
I still
Cybertron was my first wave where I really got into collecting Transformers. So,
personally, I still think Cybertron has some
you guys are talking about that. I'm like,
there's a couple more of us that still have to go yet. So, Justin, your memories, if you please.
If he's there.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
So
He's alive!
hey, motherfucker.
Just mute so I don't echo people out. Because I know this laptop sucks, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. Proceed,
But,
sir.
first memory-wise, I was 2 and a couple of weeks old when this premiered on TV, so I don't really remember sitting down and watching it. I do remember watching it later on and just falling in love with Optimus and everything. I remember going to this magical land called Radio Shack where you could rent videos, VHS, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I rented the majority of the series that were out on VHS, where you could get like I think 3 or 4 episodes.
The Rhino set?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a Rhino set then, was it? Because I was...
Well, how old were you then?
I was probably 4, 5, and 6 years old.
Nah, that was the actual.
Yeah, the actual sets, and I would rent those and just spend hours watching and rewatching. Then, of course, I don't remember what my first Transformer was, but my favorite memory was the Christmas that I've talked about a couple of times on here, where I got G1 Double Dealer. I remember that vividly. Why I don't remember more things, I'll never know. But, yeah. But then I got older and I kind of grew out of it a little. And then 94 or maybe 96 came around and I was at a Save-A-Lot. Yes, a Save-A-Lot. And I found Machine Wars Optimus Prime.
Nice.
Which was the last Transformer I had bought till about 3 years ago.
I remember how that one happened. Did I do good?
And yeah, that eventually led to me meeting Scott. But that's a long story for another day. But what got me back into Transformers, and I know everybody hates the movies, but when I heard live action Transformer movie, I got wood. And then I was excited to see something that I'd only seen in cartoon form up on the TV screen, huge and, in real life, kind of, but not at the same time. But the movies brought me back into it because I'd seen a couple of different series throughout, like Beast Wars and stuff, and never cared about it. Now I kind of like Beast Wars. I don't mind it as much. But then what really brought me back in was Transformers Prime.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it started with the movies, and I didn't start collecting the toys until I started watching Transformers Prime. So that brought me back, and I've been going back, and I've been getting different series stuff and working on G1, which is slowly lacking. But, yeah.
Oh.
That's about it.
Symbolism.
All right, well, I guess it's my turn. Back in 1984, I was turning 11 today, and I come out to the living room, and lo and behold, there's a cartoon with my favorite hero on it. And
Symbolism.
at the time, I was calling him Truckman because he was a Diaclone, and I had no idea what he was. And my mother had found him at a flea market earlier in the year and actually brought him home to me, and that was my favorite toy. And I was calling him Truckman. Obviously, did not know it was Convoy, But Convoy kind of means the same thing anyway. But when you're 10, hey, it's a robot and it's a truck and it's freaking amazing. And now this thing is on TV, And I went freaking gaga over it. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And every time the show would come on after, I was just glued. And there and watch, and still, one of my favorite lines in the show was when Optimus called Megatron junk. He's like, you're junk. You're yesterday's model, ready for the scrap heap. And Megatron's pretty much like, I'll smear you all over here. It's just like, wow, just hearing them talk like that. And seeing them actually fight and not knowing when you were a kid, but realizing that they were getting away with it because it was okay for robots to beat the hell out of each other, but not people. So, but yeah, it was just awesome. And the whole delivery, it was just really amazing. At the time, you had the GoBots going on, which I also watched, and you had Voltron going on, which was absolutely freaking amazing. And then here comes the Transformers, and the first time you hear Optimus talk, and you're like, that's Voltron? Because Peter Cullen does the narration for the opening of Voltron. And it was just amazing. And, to see the whole war just unfold, and I feel truly blessed to watch the different toy lines and different shows grow. I never really had a lag except for when I went in the military, but as far as going after the toys go, I've had a few situations to where there were years where I didn't buy anything, believe it or not. But, kind of held on to what I had, repaired what I used to have, and took care of what I had. This here is my very first Optimus Prime.
Oh, you have it?
And I have had him since I was 10 years old. The same stickers I put on him, the same everything. Nothing has changed on this one.
Oh my God, Scott! Wait! Symbolism.
Yeah, and as the years go by, you get nicer figures came out. Like this one's awesome. I absolutely love this one. And, you know, other shows came out like this guy here. You know, and it just got amazing over the years. And to be honest with you, I was kind of I was keeping up with the shows, but it was kind of like on autopilot after a while. It was like, you know, you had that couple-year lull where you pretty much had nothing but G2 reruns, and then you got Beast Wars. And Beast Wars drew me back in, but the toys, for as cool as what they were, some of them, like, really didn't impress me when, you know, I was getting into that. You know, I bought a few, but I really went back and bought the Beast Wars figures later because a lot of them didn't really enthuse me all that much. And then I saw the Machine Wars figures, and I'm like, ooh, that's a nice Optimus, and I bought that immediately. And, you know, transformed it just to find out it had a fucked up head. You know? Like, where's the faceplate? You know? But, you know, so again, you know, and I'm noticing, hey, G2 molds are being reused and whatever. So, all right, I'll keep these boxed and put them over here. And started amassing a pretty decent-sized box collection, but really didn't want to open anything because, you know, I had them loose already. So, yeah.
Hey, just so you guys know, if the apocalypse does happen, we're going to Scott's place. He has all the Transformers in his bunker.
Yeah, we know what you want in your bunker. Okay, but anyway,
Man.
yeah, but as the series went on, and then, you know, our RID came out, and I gotta tell you, I was not impressed with all the G2 spy changers being brought back in the line, even though they are pretty cool. You know, I like the new paint jobs. I was just not impressed with them going with that kind of articulation on a small figure when your leader class figures are massive and well articulated, and it's like, wow. You know. And one of my favorite molds actually got released in that line with the combination of Omega Prime. And, you know, it just keeps going on. And the cool thing for me is actually seeing the backwards compatibility of each generation. Because even though you have something brand new sitting in front of you, you still have something that's the same.
Yeah.
You know? And being there from the start, you kind of see that. When you jump in the middle, you can see the words coming back to you as the years go by. But when you're first watching it, hey, you didn't know when you were a kid that there were 4 seasons before Cybertron, or, you know, you didn't know. And obviously there's more than 4 seasons. But, you know, but it's just like, come on. You know, you did not know. You know, and then when you get, and then, you know, internet was kind of a slow thing for me. I didn't really get into the computer until, you know, I got into college, which was after my military days.
Endless talks, ladies and gentlemen.
And I noticed, you know, hey, there's Transformers forums, and I would actually start dealing and talking with collectors. I've gone to BotCon. You know, I've done a lot of things, and none of this stuff, and even all these people in this panel, and all those who know me outside of here that are Transformer collectors, wouldn't have met any of you except for this fateful day back in 1984 when Transformers first aired. Yeah. You know, and you know, and it amazes me. It's like, how many collectors are still closet collectors?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Closet collectors. Meaning, you don't want to show your real face to the world. Because God forbid they might get you.
Bob Saget?
No, they're not stopping at all. But anyway. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Transformers and all its incarnations have been a blessing. And I started with G1, but Transformers Prime is my all-time favorite, I gotta be honest. You know, the series and the darkness of the series and the story, it was really drawing. G1, my comic is the favorite.
Yeah.
The G1 comic actually is darker than Transformers Prime. Okay? And if you've seen how many times that characters are just totally laid out, obliterated, ripped to shreds. How many times did Matrix changed hands from Autobot to Decepticon and back and forth? Yeah, you counting a lot of liver pills. But
the comics are dark. Meanwhile, tailgating and Cyclone is friends forever.
These are the new comics. We're not looking at the new comics. Okay?
Wait, IDW or Dreamwave
Marvel.
for that?
I thought it was DC.
Before, Marvel comics were the comics that covered Transformers.
No, I was thinking that DC get Bionicle.
Yeah, we'll leave Bionicle for another episode, my friend. And, you know, you even look at the comics now, they're taking cues from Marvelverse and from Simon Furman, who is, by God, a god in Transformerdom. He wrote most of the backstories that we all follow and call canon today. You know?
Echo!
But, you know, it's like, you know, it is what it is. You know, the series has just gotten amazing. You know? There's no other way of saying it. The series has just gotten amazing over the years. And, you know, when you have something that starts off like this,
I'll be right back.
and it can turn into something like this,
Or like this.
Shut up!
you know? Sorry, you can tell me to shut up all you want. I don't care. This is amazing. Just because you want something and I have it, where? Okay, you know? And then,
I didn't say that, did I?
and then that becomes something like this. You know? And I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming next. You know? That's another part of the draw. And another cool part of the draw is the fans. You know, a lot of us are really cool and we're awesome to get to talk to and get along with. We know
Most of us are ignorant, but...
you know. Well, you know, Brian's oblivious, but, you know, anyway.
Hey, G1 forever, man. G1 or you get nothing. Don't talk to me if you don't like G1, or else you're an idiot.
All right, then you need to throw out everything behind him, okay? Yeah, but seriously, you know, again, you have some fans that hold on to certain parts of the timeline, and they hold on to that, and I can respect that. But all I ask is respect other fans that come in later in the fandom. But today is a very special day, and happy birthday to the Transformers. Happy birthday, Optimus. Transform, roll out, and kick some Megatron ass. All right, let's bid our final adieus from left to right, Mr. Fanpage.
I also like to say a little story is that I've been trying to get like a Japanese Transformers for a while, like Takara or third party, or yeah, I know third party isn't necessarily Japan, but you know still. And I finally got the Nightmare Unicron, and I completely forgot that. Or no, he wasn't my first Takara figure. What was the Wild Rider from Transformers Prime?
It was. Wild Rider was your first. I was about to say, you might want to bite your tongue on that.
Yeah. Anyways, not realizing that my very first Transformer I had in the box was Japan. It was one of the MicroMasters. Japan. What does that tell you? Anyways, T-Fan Page 11, also known as Total Split Doom, also known as the Canadian Reviewer, also known as Brian. Thank you, Transformers, because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have done much on YouTube. I'd probably, you know, not be as or doing as well as I am right now with the YouTube stuff. Thank you for the fantastic toys and collectibles. Yes, nowadays, you know, even nowadays, we still have collectibles. Okay, Masterpiece, Generations. Anyways, so yeah. I'm pretty happy that it's not going to stop. It's going to continue. Even if one day I have to, you know, just draw the line and say this is terrible, I quit. You know, there's still all this I really like. Yes, even the base stuff. I don't have all of my favorites, unfortunately, but they're all in bags and whatnot. So yeah. And also, if it weren't for Transformers, this guy would have never been made. Never. You'd just be a pile of cardboard. That's it. I'm happy.
Okay, Jack, take your news.
I wasn't done, but okay.
I thought you were done. You like paused.
No. I didn't say bye yet. Wait till I say bye, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Jack.
Good day.
Yeah.
He left to do something.
All right. Someone's trying to find this miss. Avenging.
I've been internet personality avenging. Tragedy. And thank you,
Really?
Transformers. And tune in next week. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a hint. If you're gonna copy the personality, be as peppy as the fucking personality. Holy shit.
No. Doing these my way. Told you I'm stealing intros and outros, and I'm doing them my way.
By the way, Scott, before you end, I want to do something.
Cause like,
Okay.
my God, you sound like you're so excited to fucking be here, and you helped me create this shit.
Hi, man. My personality, Evangel. I need to get page 1.
All right, Jack, you back yet? All right, Jack is on YouTube. Find him. Yeah, just enjoy. All right, Zach, you're up.
I'm Super Z-Man 85. You can find me at Super Z-Man 85, and it was a pleasure being here.
There's something I'd like to do before the cast ends, but I'll let Scott go ahead.
Actually, do it now.
I want to wait till you say bye and all that.
Of course you do. You're a creepy
Okay.
little ice cream truck driver, aren't you? All right, well, I'm optimus0420sl. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and on Ustream for what few episodes I have up there. Slowly drifted away Ustream. You can find me more on YouTube, Google+, and, of course, Facebook. Stay nerdy, get your geek on. Gotta say thank you to Hasbro, and thank you to that sales guy from Hasbro that went to Takara and saw something magical and brought it over here. Because you have definitely made my life filled with a lot of wonderful toys, a lot of awesome friends, and a wonderful community that shares similar thoughts and a similar fondness of the fandom and enjoys just as much as I do, and I am much appreciated. So stay nerdy, get your geek on. Goodbye.
Happy birthday, Transformers!
Bye-bye.
Brian, put those cocksucking lips away.
Please.